All right, y'all, welcome to another episode with Edgar, that dude Lopez. And in this channel, I have a series where I talk about film and the good, the bad, my personal thoughts. I'm not saying that movies are bad or whatnot. And also, I have another section where I talk about my experience when I went to acting school. I do have a background in acting. I have a degree, bachelor's in fine arts. But I would like to share some of my experiences on how I was able to get the degree, because it wasn't easy for me, having no acting training in a background or anything whatnot. I was just completely new to when I got to the university. I just had passion. I was raw, but I needed just to learn. And so I'm going to tell you guys an experience I had on my first monologue slash audition I had to get into the program. So I was taking this course called Fundamentals of Acting. This is where you just learn the basics, how to, read a monologue, learn how to memorize, to get comfortable and doing small skits or whatnot. And it's very helpful, because it's just the basics. Once you get into the tougher courses, taking the basics, since like me, I didn't take some in high school or in elementary. I had to start from the ground up, and it was very informative and learning for me. So it really helped me. While I was doing fundamentals of acting, I learned how to read the monologues and memorize lines, and so it was very helpful for me. So at the end of the term, we had a final, and there was a big scene, and that was going to be my first performing scene that I've ever done. Because in the program, doing a scene is the next class assignment. So it's a regular thing. So for me, being new to all this was like, oh, snap, this is rough. But I memorized my scene. And in that scene, there was, at the end, the last piece of that scene, from the play Blue Surge. I don't know. I forgot the playwright's name, but I will put the play and the playwright's name information in the description. If y'all want to check it out, go ahead. I personally like it. Plus, I have a connection with it, since it helped me get into the program. But anyways, at the end of the scene, there's a big old intense monologue, and I was performing that. So the funny thing is, this is leading up to my audition to the BFA program, is because the director slash my instructor for the fundamentals of acting was the sheriff of the department. So everything went through him. And whoever wanted to audition for the program, plays, etc., whatever happens with theater, he knows about it. And there's another instructor, and I had another theater kind of history of it, like a history, theater history, like 101 and stuff. So I was taking 2 classes so I could know. I wanted to educate myself before I learned more about the program. Because eventually I wanted to audition, but I wanted to get a head start in learning. So I got really close with the instructors. I made friends and whatnot. And I asked one of the instructors, what is the BFA? What are the details about it? What is it? What do you have to do to be in it? What do you do? What do you go through and whatnot? And he explained a little bit, and he's all like, but if you want, you can talk we can talk with the other instructor, which is the sheriff of the department. And I was like, okay, cool. And I thought he was just going to send me some flyers through the email, and that was it. But when he got with the other instructor, he apparently told him that I was interested in auditioning for the program. Well, when I went to my final to do the scene, right before I did the scene from the play, the instructor slash the director, sheriff of the department, goes, hey, Edgar, I heard from the other instructor that you're interested in the program of the BFA and auditioning. And me, I was like, kind of flustered, kind of nervous because there was a scene due in 10 minutes. And I was just focused on that. And I said yes. In reality, I just wanted to say I'm interested. But I just said, yeah, oh, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I want to audition. I was just nervous, y'all. And so he goes, hey, in this scene, you have a big monologue at the end. I want you to bring that in, that monologue, and the monologue you did 3 months ago in your midterm, and perform it tomorrow at 8 a.m. because you'll have an audition with the other professor, which is the professor you talked with, and to see if you can audition, to see if you can get into the program. And I'll tell you what, y'all, I was excited, but now the pressure was on because in 10 minutes I had to do my assignment. And now the next day at 8 a.m., I had an audition for the BFA program. I'll tell you what, yo, I was so nervous, but I took it one at a time. I did the scene, did my performance. I was focused. I didn't want to let my partner down. I did everything. And then now I was like, now, once it was over, you're done with your scene and you're off, because it was at the end of the term and right before summer break. So when you show up for summer, now the next year starts in the fall and whatnot. And I was now, instead of me relaxing, going home and enjoying the summer, now I was nervous the next day, because I had the audition at 8 a.m. So I was like, oh man. So now I dug up the other monologue and I just refreshing myself. Boom, give me a couple of hours to just refresh on that monologue that I hadn't done in like 3 months. So I did it. So I did ready as I could be. I came in the next day and I showed up to the theater department. Well, it was 8 a.m. I come up and they started talking to me. Hey, they're joking around, getting me the making me feel comfortable, which is always, trying to get the jitters away. And then, so I go in and I go into the black box, which is where they talk when they have any important information for the students, the department, whatnot. That was like our classroom in the theater, because everything else is like shop class, the main theater, and the black box was where we did auditions, where we did anything that had to do with lighting and music and all that kind of stuff. So in there, it's a black box. Everything's just black in there. Everything, the floor, the walls, the seats, everything. Anyway, so as I'm performing in there, I do my first monologue, and I was very comfortable with it because I just performed the day before. So I was memorized. I was solid on my lines. Real quick, y'all, do your work, do your lines, memorize them, be prepared. That's a big thing. Be prepared. Anyway, so that happened, and I did my first one. So they're like, okay, and I can see I can see their faces. They were into it. They were feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, excellent, cool. So then I'm about to start my next one. I get in like 3 lines of my monologue, and then a student walks in. She's a stage manager, awesome person. She's a professional stage manager. Became best friends with her. She was good. She remembered me from there on because she goes, because when she came in, then the director and the professor was like, "Oh my God, you ruined Edgar's audition." But they were just giving her crap because in the theater department and the theater, we were just like family, so close. We just like mess around, and they're used to it. They don't take it to heart. We're just messing around. We're very we speak our minds, but not to hurt or disrespect anybody. So anyways, joking around, and she got like so nervous because she didn't know we were auditioning. Plus, in theory, it was supposed to be empty because, it's pretty much summer started, but nobody knew that I was auditioning. And so I went in, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And instead of her just going back where she came in, which was the door, like literally like you turn around, the door's out there. She crossed through the audition, and she was like, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh my God." She was like all nervous, and she just panicked and just ran out the doors. Anyways, and so that in that moment, it kind of like, okay, kind of got like a recharge kind of stuff. It got me a little bit more, got me more comfortable, built my confidence up, and then I did my second monologue. I felt like I crushed it. I did pretty good. Felt myself for not learning it, for having performed it like 3 months ago. And And then after that, I was done, and then they were talking amongst each other, and then one professor tells the other one, I already wanted him in the program. I just wanted you to see him because I like him. And that really made me feel more comfortable, more like I appreciated. And the thing is that they really enjoyed who I was in general, the person I am. And then they're like, and the professor, the sheriff of the department goes, Edgar, you have a very raw talent, and your performance is excellent. But there are other students in the program that are ahead of you. But if you apply yourself, you can catch up. And that's exactly what I did. And I actually graduated top in the program and a year early because I transferred from the community college. So with that, I went home, started the summer, told my family, my friends, hey, I'm a part of the BFA program, which is what I came for there. But the funny thing was that I got in there just by, I think of it as a fluke kind of thing, because I was just asking for information and I was just thrown in there. And I'm pretty good at working under pressure, which is why it kind of made it maybe not crack and more focus, and I think it helped me. But yeah, so that was my experience with my first audition to get into the program. It was a very awesome experience. I'm going to cherish it all my life, because they'll just be memories of like what I had to do and all the roller coaster and the ups and downs being in the program. And it wasn't because of the people or whatnot or anything. It was just like going to work full time, doing theater history, performing in shows, auditioning for shows, doing your homework. And inside the class, you had to perform plays. You had to let me just tell you that I didn't know how the mind works. And this mind is just like a beautiful thing because it retains so much. And you just apply yourself, which is, we can all do it, which I did, and it worked and it happened, and I'm glad I did it. And I'm thankful to all my friends, my family, and to the people that gave me a shot, and the friends. So anyways, that was my first experience. And if y'all enjoyed this video, just let me know. Put in the comments if you want to hear anything else. I have more, so I'll keep on telling other more experiences. That was just the first one. It was many more, because I went from working in the theater shop to performing to starring my first main play to being part of the crew and whatnot, traveling to a Shakespeare festival, everything. I will put more videos of that. And yeah, and if you like this video, give it a like, comment on it, and subscribe. But with that, I'm gonna leave y'all. Y'all take care. And again, this Edgar, the Dude Lopez. Y'all have a good one. Peace.